Dear learners, this lecture video explains the operation of a single-phase, fully controlled rectifier-fed DC motor in continuous conduction mode of operation. This is the circuit of a single-phase, fully controlled rectifier. It consists of an AC source, 4 thyristors, and the motor acts as a load here. During the positive half cycle of the applied input AC voltage, if S1 and S2 are turned on at an angle alpha, then current flows from the AC source through S1 to the motor. Then from the motor it flows to S2, and from S2 it moves to the other end of the AC supply. Now again, during the negative half cycle, what happens is these switches S3 and S4 will be turned on. These switches will be turned on at an angle pi plus alpha. Now when these switches are turned on, current flows from here towards S3, and from S3 it flows into the motor. From motor it flows to S4, and its current flows to the other end of the AC supply. So one thing you can observe that during the positive as well as negative half cycle of the input wave, the motor will receive a DC supply. To have a better understanding, we shall look at the waveform. Here, this is the applied AC voltage, that is Vs. At alpha, S1 and S2 are turned on. Now during this interval, the motor will receive this voltage. Again at an interval pi plus alpha, S3 and S4 are turned on. When S3 and S4 are turned on, the direction of current flow will be same. It flows in the same direction as in the interval alpha to pi. So thus the motor receives a DC voltage across its armature. Here this line represents the back EMF across the motor. Now we are going to derive the voltage across the armature as well as the speed at which the motor is going to operate. We shall write the equation for source voltage as Vm sin omega t. So as the applied input is AC voltage. Now the voltage across armature can be written as 1 by pi integral Vs d omega t. The limit varies from alpha to pi plus alpha. So from alpha to pi plus alpha, you can see that it follows the actual input AC waveform. So alpha to pi plus alpha. So VA is equal to 1 by pi integral alpha to pi plus alpha Vs d omega t. So this is equal to 1 by pi integral alpha to pi plus alpha Vm sin omega t d omega t. So this is equal to 1 by pi. Now integrating this term, we will get Vm into integration of sin theta is minus cos omega t alpha to pi plus alpha. So this is equal to Vm by pi into minus cos pi plus alpha plus cos alpha. So this is equal to Vm by pi into, so this is cos alpha plus cos alpha. So you will get 2 Vm by pi cos alpha. So this is the equation for armature voltage. Here Vm represents the maximum value of the applied input voltage. Alpha represents the firing angle. Now we are going to calculate the speed at which the motor is going to operate. From the equivalent circuit of DC motor, we can write the equation relating armature voltage with armature current and back EMF. So VA is equal to EB plus IA RA. Here EB is equal to Km omega m. At the same time, armature current and torque can be related like this. TA is equal to IA into Km. So IA is equal to TA by Km. So TA by Km into RA. So this is VA. Now our objective is to find out omega m. So taking Km omega m on the left hand side, Km omega m will be equal to VA minus TA RA by Km. Now we can replace this VA with the calculated value here. So Km omega m is equal to 2Vm cos alpha by pi minus TA RA by Km. So omega m will be equal to 2Vm cos alpha divided by pi Km minus TA RA Km square. So this is the equation for angular speed of the DC motor. A DC motor fed from a single phase fully controlled rectifier can operate in two quadrants. It can operate in first quadrant as well as in fourth quadrant. First quadrant represents forward motoring mode. Fourth quadrant represents reverse braking mode. So a single phase fully controlled rectifier fed DC motor is called as two quadrant drive because it can operate in first and fourth quadrant. Now we shall look at the relationship between armature voltage and firing angle. When firing angle is minimum, the voltage across the armature will be maximum. As you increase the firing angle, what happens is the voltage across the motor will keep on decreasing. Now if you increase the firing angle above 90 degree, the voltage across the armature reverses. So single phase fully controlled rectifier, if the firing angle is greater than 90 degree, it works as an inverter. So this drive is capable of providing supply in both the direction, that is from source towards the load. At the same time, during braking mode, it can provide supply from the motor towards the source also.